Hello everyone, welcome back to Roll on a Sunday morning. I hope you're doing well. For me, it's been a long night, I'm sure. I'm recording this on Saturday afternoon, but it is Saturday the 5th of November, and if any of you are Brits out there, I don't know if the story travels further out around the world, but on the 5th of November, we remember the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason, and plot, because a guy called Guy Fawkes, which is how we get to the phrase a guy meaning a man, penny for the guy, tried to blow up Parliament and didn't succeed, and there's always a bit of confusion among many people about whether we celebrate the fact that he tried or we celebrate the fact that he failed. But I think it depends on kind of your perspective on how governments exist and rule over people. But it just means that tonight, of all the nights in the year, apart from New Year's Eve, there is going to be the most fireworks you will ever hear in the skies on a British evening. So, on the Sunday morning you're watching this, I had a night that was just full of fireworks and hoping that everyone is keeping safe, not having too large a bonfire with any hedgehogs or badgers or anything at the bottom of it. But you know, if that's your dig, then you do whatever you want to do. For now though, we're going to keep building up our 97 here, as is tradition, because we want to build up the largest prime number to, or as ever, the largest prime number under 99 to get our start going, because I'm still not sure if there is a consensus on a better version of the kind of starting 300 rolls or so. I used to do 297s at this very early stage, and that used to be more efficient, but then they changed the curve of how expensive everything is in the early game. So I don't know if that's still ideal or not, but this is the way I've been doing things. I'm sure it will change slightly when the patch comes out later this year. But for now, I'm just going to keep on rolling with it. So what I'd like to do today is, back on episode 111, we got up into the kind of mid E19 scores, I think, with a run that I butchered a bit because I forgot that the one thing that rolls must roll for all 4 rerolls in an individual die roll if it's going to impact all the other dice that roll around it. So, remembering that, and having had some refreshers from the last couple of weeks of playing, I want to try and execute on the same kind of thing we did in 111, but in a much better way, because I really want to know what the extremes of the possibilities of scoring that one are. Because I'd really like to see if I can beat my current high score by doing something that isn't a lottery run, because I could sit and do lottery runs forever, just trying to kind of get lucky with all of the lottery phases that you need and the refining of getting to like a good 16 or 25 lottery structure, especially when you need to clone certain dice to get as many of the correct dice as you need. But for now, I'm going to keep working with these kind of tighter knit structures of Yahtzees and runs and rerolls and things, because I just like building those, and my video, so I guess that's just how it's going to go. But of course, if you guys do want to see anything of really specific interest to you, do let me know. I know somebody asked about the 9999s passive, so might try and give that another go in a little while. What numbers do we need left to get this? Just a 4. Excellent. Glad I didn't buy the 2 and just put it on there. You're not a 2 times reroller. So we've got 2, 2, single, 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 and single. That'll be fine for now. So let's upgrade our shop. Then I'm going to grab this +2, stick it on the 5 for a 7. That'll be important later. Refresh so that we can then see the 2 second rows. Do we need to buy a numeric 7 right now? Not really. There's no real good place to put it. Although, that said, we don't want anything at this tier of shop. So if we upgrade immediately to the 3rd tier of the shop, we can then immediately just buy this 7, stick it on there. That gives us what we need on that side. So a run of 5 numbers from 7 gives us 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So I'm going to buy this plus 10 while I'm looking at it. And stick it on this plus 1 to make an 11 there. We'll need that later. There was an 11 right here. Never mind. Then we're going to refresh the shop once more. Because how many? We've only done it twice, haven't we? I've lost track. First upgrade. Second upgrade. No, I do want to refresh here a little bit. I want to find a 3x or a 4x for my 97. That's what I want. 2x is not good enough. This die has an 8 on it. So I'm going to buy it right now. It's probably a bit too expensive for what it is. But that's my 8 sorted. Show me a 4x, please. There it is. So that's going to go on my 97. And then we can upgrade our shop. And with that done, we now have access to the passives that we might want later. Immediately, a settle die faces is great, but I see a shop weight here, so I'm going to buy the shop weight first. What this will do is, when we now buy this settle die faces, it will mean that settle die faces appear more frequently in the shop. They have a heavier weighting to appear in the shop. So we're going to set this to all 97s to start increasing our earning potential immediately. I'm not going to buy square quantity bonus yet. We are going to work up to 16 dice total, but I'd rather buy this after we've passed 9 dice total. Right, stuff we want here. Let's get a 10x multiplier for one of our 97s. That'll do us some good. Then let's get a plus 5 on there to make a 7. I will get a no weights bonus right now. It's 40,000, a little bit expensive for the number of rolls it took, but we do kind of want a couple of passives helping out. I'm going to grab a void as well. And now that this die is full of 97s, I'm going to start replacing some of those with voids on the ones that we haven't already added multipliers to yet. I'm going to make this a 7 as well, just because I can. Alright, already we're seeing some good stuff. We could buy... I'm going to buy a numeric multiplier die just because it's the cheaper of the two. And right now, I don't really have a generic die just to dump stuff on. So... before I buy that, let's get some more earning potential with prime number increases. Then that'll be the last passive we probably buy for a little while. That generic die is somewhere that for now we can put clovers. Then, do I want to face swap something to somewhere else? Tell you what I'll do, I'm going to swap one of the extra 7s here for one of the 97s there. So eventually that can be a die of all 7s or thereabouts. But we'll get mostly 97s doing our scoring there. I will buy a buy one get one free. So when we buy something, one thing that is cheaper than that thing will become free. And here we can see we're getting lots of settled die faces because we spent the extra bit of money earlier to make sure that they are weighted and that we will see them more often. So a 7, another 7. A random consecutive die for 1 coin is great. What I will do is I will move this 11 onto here. Then we can set that in a little while. A random incrementer die. I don't want to screw with incrementers. Incrementers aren't going to help me. Yeah, I don't think. I don't need another 11. I do need another 4-leaf clover. I'm going to add this die of 77s here. Just because I want somewhere to put these arrows. So that can go on here. And this one can do the same. We'll need to move that so the arrows point at good tiles or good dice later. But for now, that's fine. Not going to worry about numeric only multipliers yet. +4. Do I have any 3s I can put that on? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we don't need any 12s anywhere. I think we don't need this +4. Although I can put it on there for an extra 8 if we want to move that off somewhere more convenient later. 5 plain dice. How many dice do we have now? 8. 8 + 5 is 13. We still have one more tier of shop upgrades to do. So I think this is fine to do right now. So that puts us on 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We need 3 more dice to get to 16. 16 being 4 squared. I can now start adding these arrows to this die over here. Do I want 2 more dice? This was 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then one more here. I'm not going to do this yet. We might buy a void die or something similar. Get some more multipliers going. We do want more stuff rolling more often. We haven't seen any shop refresh adders yet either. It'll be something I definitely want to get more of. Rolling 6 times. I'm going to stick that on there. And then rolling 6 times in duplicate there. We'll move that soon. Set all dice somewhere. We have 7, 7. This is going to be an 8, isn't it? Let's just do this 11. That's fine. I know eventually I need to work out where we're going to put the... was it the 9? The 9, the 8, and the 10? But we'll worry about that in a minute. 5s bonus. I'll grab that just because we're going to have a die of 10s later, but only one of them, so it's not going to impact our overall scoring right now too much. Lottery failure rerolls. We're not doing lotteries today. Another left sum arrow is something I want. Join the crew over there. Move a whole die. Yes, please. I'm going to buy the cheaper one so that the 10 or the attached multiplier becomes free. I want to move this die to here. This became free. That's a shame. Give me this arrow. And join those. 5x. Let's do... Get these 7s going. Even bonuses. Again, so we have 7s, then 8s, 9s, and 10s. So we'll pick that up because that's not going to impact too many of our other numbers. And I'm going to move these clovers. Am I going to move these clovers? I want them to be in the center eventually. So that they're... Oh, I will move this here. That seems like it'll be okay. Do I need an 11? No, we have all of our 11s sorted. Right, I'm going to get Scavenger immediately. That will give me a reroll every 25 rolls. It'll give me a shop refresh every 25 rolls, excuse me. Another clover. Another arrow. A 10x multiplier. Absolutely. Let's stick that there. Currently the clovers aren't doing anything. That will resolve itself a little bit later when we find a very specific passive. I will buy another buy one get one free. I'll buy a 2x reroller for these 7s. I do want to get a universal reroller at some point. That is going to be important. I need more of these. Only one more on that side. Numbers divisible by 5, getting a bonus. Sure thing. I'll grab that as well because it's free. I probably bought too many passives at this point. Just because the more passives you buy, the faster your earning rate becomes. But at the same time, the faster your earning rate becomes, the more points you earn. The more points you earn, the more expensive everything in the shop becomes. Like this. Numbers less than 13 worth 1,000% more is incredibly good. But I think right now for us, it's overkill. And I don't want to inflate the cost of everything else to come right now. So I'm actually going to hold off on that for the moment. I don't want any of the rest of this, I don't think. Probably end up with a +2 or a +1 somewhere functional. Got 7, 7, 7. This will be a 7 eventually. We need one more 7. Is this a 2? There's a 2 and a 1, so we can go 4 is 6 and 1 is 7. And we'll move that given the chance. Don't care about lottery stuff, don't care about doubles. I'll take another 10x. Stick that there. There's one of the really important components. So numeric 7s and 77s are worth 77 times more when orthogonally adjacent to a 4-leaf clover. That is incredibly important for this build. Do I need to swap a die to somewhere else? I do. I want to put the die of 7s. I'm trying to decide what I want between the arrows. I think right now I want this die of 7s next to these 4-leaf clovers. And then we'll do some more with that later. There's probably a more ideal way to do it. I'm just not quite sure what that is yet. I will grab a void, throw it on here. Can move a single face of something to somewhere else. So I will take that 7 there, put it down here next to the clovers. We'll set that to be all 7s later. Again, 500% bonus on numbers less than 13, I think right now is overkill. I'm not going to add a void die. I've decided against it for the moment. I do want another one of these. Don't want that. Don't need that. A 3x reroller for free. I should really have done this universally triple sooner. I'll take no 99s plus 100%. I'm still not going to do this yet though. More arrows. We're nearly done with these, I think. That side's done. One more on this side, then that's done. Either I've gone completely blind for them, or we haven't seen any shop refresh adders yet. There's 3 99 generators, which I definitely don't need, but I'm impressed to see so many of them at once. There's another 7 done. Is there something I can pull off of somewhere helpful? So 7, 7, 7. And then this will be a 7 for 4 7s. We need one more die of all 7s. We need an 8 and a 9. So let's take this 8 off to here. We'll set that in a minute. I don't think I need another buy one get one. There's a shop refresh generator. Give me a shop weight for a shop refresh generator, because boy, I'm going to need some more of those sometime soon. I don't think we need more buy one get ones, do we? We've already got 3. I think we'll be okay. Reroll in triplicate stuff. I would love my shop refreshes to be rerolling in triplicate. And something else. That the clover's rerolling in triplicate. I'd like a universal reroller, but we haven't had the chance quite yet. Still need a couple more clovers. +5 somewhere useful. We've got 11, 8, 9, 9 and 4. Sorry, 5 and 4 makes 9. I don't see anywhere to put that, unfortunately. Let's put it here for another 7 then. There's another shop refresh generator. Stick that on there. Another void. Can join these guys. 10x can go on that 7 there. 6 times reroller. Or 6 times triple reroller. You're rerolling in triplicate. You're rerolling in triplicate now. Fewer than 6 dice bonus. Don't need it. A free 3x. I will stick that on there. Sure. A shop weight for something. I should have put the shop weight on the 10x multiplier, but it's too late now. Shop refresh generator again. Going to fill that up pretty swiftly, I think. You can re-roll a bit. I don't need the shop weight on any of this stuff right now, I don't think. That's an 11. 7, 7, 7. This will be all 7s. This will be 8s. We still need a 9 and a 10. This can be a 10. We'll build that run of 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 eventually. 5x can add to that. Sure, no problem. And then, of course, we do still have room to buy a couple of dice in all of this, but that is for a little while down the line yet. You can re-roll in triplicate, why not? I think there might have already been a face on that. If there was, I have regrets, but, you know. Small things. 7, 7, 7, 7, and a 7. Then 8s. Haven't got somewhere for 9s. 10s and 11s. So I need to make a 9 somewhere. Let's put an 8 over here on the chance that we get a +1 somewhere. We need 9s. We have a +3 here. 3 and a 6 makes a 9, so we can drag that over later perhaps. Otherwise, the rest of this stuff is not stuff I currently need. Set all die faces. There's our 8s. Do I need to move a die somewhere? Don't think so. I'll take no weights bonus. And how many die do we have now? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 still. So we can take the square quantity bonus. That won't start having an impact on our actual scoring until we get to having 16 dice. Because 16 is 4 squared. Alright, I can stick this somewhere for free. Not the end of the world for anything, really. Cleanse shop, I do not want. I will grab one last void. Stick it on there. So that 7 is going to be worth a heap now. Come on, give me the last few bits that I really want. I want run length multiplier. Every die in a run will be multiplied by the quantity of dice in the run. So that will mean our 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 run will be multiplied by 5 once it's built and complete. A 10x can go there. Reroll in triplicate can go there as well. 3x, sure. Move a face. So we've got 7, 7, 7. This will be 7s, that'll be our last 7s. This is 8s. We don't have 9. Oh, this is a 9. Move the 9 onto there. How many turns ago did I do that and then forget that I put it there? Should I just not know? Would that be easier for me to handle? Alright, I'm just going to look for factor 50 multiplier. Do I want that right now? Go on then. We're getting closer to having most of the pieces we need in place. Another reroller in triplicate. You're only going once, you can go in triplicate, that's fine. I might as well put this somewhere functional because it's so cheap. Alright, that is one full die of Shop Refresh adders. What's not got any rerolls? You don't have any rerolls. Eventually we need to get everything re-rolling in triplicate, but that will come with time. I'm not going to buy you yet. I'm going to hold out. 7, 7, 7. We need Clovers here. We need one right arrow there. 8s. We need this set to 9s, 10s and 11s. And then we can just pad out the rest with whatever we fancy. Alright. Show me the stuff I need. Excellent start. We don't need any more Shop Refresh generators. I don't want to take numeric only yet because that will stop our Shop Refresh generators from working for us. I don't need arrows in this direction. 6 times additional rerollers. Get you going in triplicate as well, pointing at one another. Still don't need you. I don't need you either. I do need this. So this is our 9s. So then we can count for one last time. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. That's all the numeric stuff we need to do apart from setting this to 7s. And eventually we want this to have a weight, but we don't want, glue, but we don't want to do that until we have a universal reroller. Okay, good. We're getting there. We still have room to buy a couple of dice, put some other things on it, but worry about that in a minute. Set this to be all 7s. I'm wondering if I would like to have another die of all clovers. But right now we don't even have one die of clovers, so not getting to make that decision just yet. Let's see if we can find 2 more clovers before we upgrade the shop. That seems like it would be a big help. I don't need to set any numbers to anything that they're not already. I just want some clovers now, please. I said I just want some clovers now, please. Shop refresh is getting pretty expensive. Come on, this is silly. Give me the clovers. I do need one of you. That's now finished. I don't want more voids right now. Alright, we'll be here for just a minute. Just looking for clovers and very little else. Is it time to pick up numbers less than 13, give 500% more? I think so. Things are getting pretty expensive. Don't need shop refresh adders, don't need glue yet. Come on, clovers, this is getting silly. Don't need more of you, right? We're done with that. Yes, we are. Just 2 wafer thin clovers. There's one. There's 2. Good. Okay. With that done, I think we can upgrade to the next tier of shop. We get a die. We can put whatever we want on that later. Right, so now we have a slightly expanded pool of passive upgrades available to us. Now we're looking for universal rerollers and things that are going to increase our scoring dramatically. I will start on a second die of clovers. I'll also get square quantity bonus plus 100% for when we get to 16. How many do we have now that we've bought that one? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We need 2 more. Tell you what then. 159 billion. Not very much. To add a copy of my 4-leaf clover die. Then I need to move that die somewhere else. Numbers less than 13, an extra 1000%. I think it's time to do that. Right, I don't need any more clovers since I cloned a whole clover die. The value of all rerolled dice will be increased by 50%. Absolutely. Still looking for a universal reroller. I should make this reroll just for something. Passive hunter, I don't think I need it at this stage. I did notice that this is only on a single reroll. We definitely want that rerolling in triplicate to help. I want to move a die. That's what I was thinking about. There it is. So these 3 are next to a clover, as is this one, but this is not next to a clover. And so I'm going to swap this die of all clovers where these shop refreshes are, so that is now always next to a clover as well. I don't need to set anything. I'm not going to worry about face multipliers right now. There's bigger things to worry about. The reroll, the value of all reroll dice will be increased by 100%. Absolutely. 800 billion for that. Just about to pass the halfway mark on our rolls now. Replace a die face with a 10 times total roll multiplier. This face is worth 10 times the value of all other dice in the roll. 1.4 trillion. Million, billion, yeah, 1.4 trillion. How long would that take us to get to? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1.4. Not very long. So I'm going to stick that over on this die with the extra clovers on it. And we'll hope that that can have some appreciable difference on something. We can add a duplicate of a die. Is there any die that I would benefit from having a duplicate of? Yes. This, I think. Just check. So we have 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I'm going to take a duplicate of this. And I'm going to try and swap it with this guy here. Eventually. There it is. Immediately. So now that arrow is pointing at those, which is going to be of assistance to our scoring. Right, now I want to find the numeric only multipliers. Yahtzee's worth an extra 500%. I definitely want. This is 16 dice now. I'm just going to count one last time. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We now have a square number of dice. I do not want to ever purchase or obtain any more dice. Yahtzee's worth an extra 500%. That is our 5 sevens on the board. The highest die is doubled. Good. We're buying a lot of this expensive stuff at a really good time, I think. Should probably be trying to do more with 10x multipliers, but I'm being lazy about it. $50 times numeric values only. The value of all numeric faces will be multiplied by 50. However, any non-numeric face will have no effect and no value. So this is going to wipe out the 10x that we just purchased there. Let's see if I could stop for a second. So it finds the roll result and then copies the complete roll result. But it doesn't kind of cascade onto itself. But just having everything worth 50 times itself, I think is just a lot better for us. Now, I would really love to find no weights reroll in triplicate before we inflate our scores with what we've just gained. But numeric reroll chain, definitely worthwhile. Top 3. Definitely worthwhile. 91. Gonna be a big number here. For each type of group effect, if you roll exactly one group type, the value of all dice in the group will be increased by 500%. We have exactly one Yahtzee of 5 sevens every time. So we want that. We still haven't seen the other run multiplier yet either. Yahtzee's reroll in triplicate is not what I need. Prime's reroll in triplicate is not what I need. Numeric only 10s. Also helpful. Triples. Single group effect 300% more. Yahtzee's worth 1000% more. These are all coming in incredibly close proximity. No weight reroll. Came at the perfect time for purchasing. Now that we've done that, I can now look for glue. Glue is going to be very important imminently. There's still the run number multiplier that I want to find. No 99s plus 200%. E16, E17, very quick. There's our run length multiplier. Every die in a run will be multiplied by the highest number in the run. Now everything's going to be multiplied by 11. still looking for some glue. Prime numbers get an extra 500%. I can't believe we haven't seen that yet. Just looking for some glue. There's some glue. But I'm going to attach that to this 7 here, so that when that one appears, it's always the one that is face up, because that's the important one for getting value on all of the voids and getting our Yahtzee to actually pay out. This die is just kind of doing nothing. I wonder if there's something better I could be doing with it, but at this point I'm not really sure because our non-numeric stuff isn't actually doing anything. Any other passives I can think of that I don't have? Nothing really in particular. We've got so many of the good ones already. We've got top die, we've got top 3, we've got factor 50. We've got the primes, we've got the Yahtzees. We're rolling through E18 really fast. We can't benefit from previous roll multiplier. One thing we don't have yet is combined face multipliers. If I could get combined face multipliers and then start working on that central 7 up to a times 99 multiplier, that would be massive. That's basically the last thing I can think to do to improve our score massively right now. But unless we find it soon, it's not going to be on the cards. Because our shop refresh adders are no longer working. And I don't really want to be paying for all of these rerolls so frequently. We do get a free reroll every 25 rolls. Doubles don't interest me. Lottery stuff, even bonuses is like, yes, technically we do have this die of 8s and this die of 10s, but that seems so minimal value add. I'll do it anyway. Because we get back up to E19 very quickly. Yeah, I'm a little sad that we're not going to get a chance to make that center die 99x. Otherwise, this run basically went, I think, as perfectly as it could have for getting all of the really big, valuable passives right when we needed them. But with 400 rolls left, can't remember what my high score is. I think it's like E20 to 4.7 or something. So it is within the realm of possibility that we could possibly beat my high score. It would have certainly have been much easier if we had combined face multipliers, but going okay. With every 100 rolls that go by, I just assume that we're not going to get the chance, because even if we could find combined face multipliers now, each one of these is like E19. So to buy our way up to a 99x seems like it's going to be unlikely. There's 4 E20. With 136 rolls left, I'm not going to keep refreshing the shop looking for passives. We're just going to roll down to see what kind of score we can get to here. There's 5 E20. So it's 5.3 to the E20 plus whatever change we get from our last roll here. 5.38 to the E20. Is that a new high score for me? Yes, it is. We were on 4.8 to the E20. This was 5.38 to the E20. New record. I should have seen it in great big font at the top there. So that is a new high score for me. Very exciting. And what's annoying is that it has the capacity to be higher if we were just one or two other passives in there. Name, 8-character limit, G Lord UK. Submit. We are currently in 61st place. There we are. Not bad at all. Nice to have gotten a fresh high score for myself this patch before the update comes somewhere down the line. But for now, thank you guys ever so much for joining me. If you have any strategies or anything else you'd like to see, put them down in the comments below. If you haven't done so already and you like this kind of stuff, please do subscribe or hit that like button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.